In this class, we are going to understand about algorithm, pseudocode and program. First of all, we are going to understand about what algorithm. So what is an algorithm? An algorithm is a step-by-step procedure of giving solution to a particular problem. So to any problem, if you want to give the solution, that solution we can give using what? Algorithm. So how that solution will give means like this. Algorithm steps are written in what? Plain English sentences. So here I said that step by step procedure of giving solution. So the solution we give in the form of what? English sentences. Okay. Then algorithm does not follow any rules and does not run in what? Computer. So we need not to follow any rules. Okay. Any specific rules we need not to follow, and this algorithm does not run in the computer. Just it is understandable for what? Human beings. That's it. Then algorithm is low level to programmer, means it is not that much understandable to the programmer. Okay, let us understand with the help of an example. So one problem we will take here. The problem is calculate addition and average of two numbers. The two numbers I am giving here is 10 and 4. So how you give the solution for this particular problem? Using what? Algorithm. Let us say that I say that an algorithm is a step-by-step procedure of giving solution, okay, to the problem. So now I am writing the algorithm for this particular problem. Now the solution I am giving in the form of steps here. Okay, let us say how can we calculate addition and average of two numbers. So steps, first step is like this, we have to write. Step 1, store 10 into the variable a. So first of all, these particular values we have to store into variables. Okay, so we have to write the algorithms. The algorithms you have to write through what? Variables. Okay, using what? Variables. Therefore these two values first of all we store into the variables. Therefore step 1, store 10 into variable a. Okay, then store 4 into variable b. Therefore storing the values completed. Then add a value and b value. Store result into the variable called as what? Add. So add a and b values means 10 and 4, and store the result in what? The variable add. Therefore this add variable will be stored with what? 10 plus 4, 14. Okay, that is what this statement meaning. Next, step number 4, divide add by 2. So what is the add actually contains? 14. 14 divided by 2, divide it and store results in variable average. Therefore the average will be getting here is what? 7. And then step 5, print the calculated values. Calculated values you have to print add and average values on the screen. Add you will get what? 14, and average you will get what? 7. Okay, so like this, for any specific problem, you have to give the solution by writing step by step like this, and this particular step by step procedure is called as what? Algorithm. Okay, right. Next, what is a pseudocode? What is a pseudocode? Now pseudocode is a step by step set of statements used to solve a particular algorithm or what? Problem. To solve this particular algorithm or maybe the problem, we will be writing what? Step by step set of statements, and that is called as what? Pseudocode. Okay, let us understand again. Pseudocode steps are closely related to programming steps. So the pseudocode steps are not like these English sentences. These are the steps. Pseudocode steps are closely related to programming steps or mathematical steps. Okay, and which are understandable to humans. Okay, then pseudocode does not follow any rules and does not run in the computer. So the pseudocode also does not follow any rules and does not run in computer. Okay, pseudocode is high level to programmer and easier for programmer to understand and translate into actual code. So pseudocode is more understandable than what? Algorithms to the programmers, and using this particular pseudocode they can translate into what? Program later on. Okay, let us understand the pseudocode of giving solution for the same problem on this. Okay, for this particular same problem or for this particular algorithm. Okay, now I am going to write what? Pseudocode. Okay, pseudocode we write by using a word called as start, and here it is what? Stop. Pseudocode should contain stop, start and stop, and here you have to write the statements. Okay, okay, the first statement is you have to write all variables that are used in the problem. Okay, in this problem if you observe how many variables we are using, a, b, add and what, average. 4 variables we are using. Therefore we have to create first of all the variables we have to declare here, like a, b, add and average. Okay, then these steps it starts now. Step 1, store 10 into a variable. So how we are going to write now, a is equal to 10. Okay, so let me close this, but let me delete this particular code so that we can understand, we can see this particular 2 statements at the same time. Okay, right. Now store 10 into a. So how can I write now in mathematics? A is equal to 10. Like this we can write in maths, or it may be in what, programming languages. Okay, then store 4 into b variable. So how can we write? B is equal to 4. Add a and b, store result in what, variable add. Therefore a plus b we are adding and storing the result into what, add. Similarly, divide add by 2, store result in variable average. Therefore, see, add divided by 2 is calculated and the result is stored into average, and print add is equal to add and average we are printing. So 14 and what, 7 you are going to get on the monitor. Or either like this you can print, or you can also print like this. Print addition is equal to addition, average is equal to average. Okay. For this statement you will generally get the output. Output means results. Okay, the results for this pseudocode is, the result of this pseudocode is like this: print add and average. So it is going to print what, 14, and it is going to print what, 7. Okay, 7 is, add is the 14 and average is the 7 it is going to print. But now this print statement what is going to do is, first of all it will print this addition. Okay, addition, it will print the text. Okay, is equal to, it will print, then this addition value 14 will be printed here. Then average is going to be printed here, average, and is equal to the average answer it is going to print like what, 7 it is going to print. Okay, so this particular result is more understandable than this one. So this is what most recommended. Okay, so give some description and the result, description and the variable result you print. Okay, so this is how you are going to write the pseudocode. So pseudocode is nothing but it is a solution for the algorithm. Okay, so this algorithm is converted into pseudocode like this. Is it okay? Right. So let us see this one. Okay, let me again get back my instructions. Okay, so let's say that. Now what is a program then? What is a program? So first of all we have to write algorithm first of all, then you have to write what, pseudocode, then you have to write what, program. Then what is a program? What is a program? So let us understand here. A program is a set of instructions written in programming languages. The programming language means what? Like it may be C language, or it may be C++, it may be Java, or etc. Any language you can write. Okay, so a program is a set of instructions written in programming languages like C, C++, Java that tells computer how to solve a problem. Okay, so next, programming instructions follow strict rules or syntaxes and runs in the computer. So program is the actual one which runs in the computer. Okay. Now how to write a program in C language? See, these are the different rules that are used here. See, hash include st.h. Okay, you don't know about this particular thing, but you understand. Okay, so int main, open the flower base. Here these are the programming statements you have to write. Okay, pseudocode statements you can observe carefully here. The pseudocode statement. See, variables creation, a, b, add and average. Here also I am writing integer a, b, add, and float what, average. Why float average? Because float can store decimal points, that is why it is created as float. Okay, then here we are storing a is equal to 10, b is equal to 4, and add is equal to a plus b, average is equal to add divided by 2. Same statements we are writing in the program. A is equal to 10, b is equal to 4, add is equal to a plus b, and average is equal to add divided by 2.0. Then how you use this particular statement in the C program? So in the C program we use printf function. Addition is equal to percentile d, average is equal to percentile f add comma average. So how to do this particular thing we understand later on. So just you see how the program looks like. Okay, return 0, and this is the end of the program. So this particular program is following the rule. Okay, suppose if you are not putting semicolon here, what happens? Immediately you will get an error, because it is a rule that every statement should end with what? Every statement should end with what? Semicolon. So this program will follow the rules. Okay, so this is the program. So generally in any program that if you want to write, first of all you have to write algorithm, pseudocode, and then finally you have to write what? Program. But in my classes we will write directly the pseudocode, and then the pseudocode we write in what? C language as programs. Okay, so I'm not going to explain about algorithms. So we write pseudocode and we write what? Program. Okay, so in the next class we are going to understand how to write pseudocodes for different problems. Is it okay? Right?